Welcome to Elizabeth Reads. Today we have Usborne Advent Calendar and it's December 15th, which means it's only 10 more days till Christmas. And so let's open it up and The Wizard of Oz. Let's read it together. Dorothy lived on a lonely farm in Kansas with her Uncle Henry and Aunt Em and her little dog, Toto. One day the wind began to howl. "It's a whirlwind," cried Aunt Em. "Everyone to the cellar." But Toto had dashed for cover under the bed. The wind blew harder and harder until suddenly it spun the house into the air. The house sailed through the sky and landed with a bump. Dorothy poked her head outside and saw some friendly faces. "Welcome to Oz." "Please, how do I get home?" she asked. "You'll need to see the wizard," said a woman. "He lives in Emerald City, at the end of this yellow brick road." And she gave Dorothy a pair of sparkling silver shoes for the journey. Dorothy's new shoes tinkled on the yellow bricks as she walked along the road. "Hello there," called a scarecrow. "Where are you going?" "To see the wizard," replied Dorothy. "May I come?" said the scarecrow. "I want to ask the wizard for some brains." "Of course," said Dorothy with a smile. A few miles on, they saw a tin man. He stood stock still, his arms stuck behind his head. "Help!" he grunted. "I've rusted up." Dorothy picked up an oil can and trickled oil onto his stiff joints. "We're on our way to see the wizard," she said. "I'll come," said the Tin Man. "I want to ask the wizard for a heart." They had barely set off again when a lion leapt out at them with a terrible roar. "Ruff!" barked Toto. "Oh," yelped the lion, "don't hurt me. I heard you talking about the wizard, and I want him to make me brave. Please let me come with you." The four of them followed the yellow brick road as it wound on and on, past forests and rivers and fields. At last they came to a city of glimmering emeralds. A gatekeeper gave them each a pair of green glasses and led them to the wizard's palace. "I'll help you if you help me," said the wizard. "Kill the Wicked Witch and I will reward you." The Wicked Witch lived in a castle guarded by wolves and crows, but the Tin Man fought off the wolves, and the Scarecrow scared away all the crows. Furious, the witch summoned her flying monkeys, and soon the friends were prisoners in her castle. "Now you're my slaves," she cackled. "Get to work." Then the witch noticed Dorothy's beautiful silver shoes. "I want those shoes," thought the witch. She waited until Dorothy was fetching a pail of water, then she pushed her and pounced. Dorothy was so annoyed she threw the water all over the witch, and at once the witch melted away into a puddle. "She's gone!" cried Dorothy, quickly putting on her shoes. "We can claim our rewards." The wizard's rewards were rather strange. First, he gave the Scarecrow a handful of pins. "Now I'm as sharp as a pin." Then he gave the Tin Man a heart-shaped cushion, and for the lion there was a bottle marked courage. Last of all, the wizard showed Dorothy a hot air balloon. "I'll fly you home," he said. But the rope snapped and the balloon took off without her. "Go to the good witch Glinda," called the wizard. Dorothy was in despair, but her friends took her to Glinda's palace. "I'm stuck in Oz," Dorothy sobbed, standing before the throne. "Don't cry," said Glinda. "The shoes will take you home. Just knock the heels together and wish." Dorothy and Toto whirled through the air and landed back on the farm. There stood Aunt Em in front of a brand new farmhouse. Dorothy ran up and hugged her. "I've been on an amazing adventure," she said. "But, oh, I'm so glad to be home." The end. I hope you enjoyed reading The Wizard of Oz with me. Subscribe so that next time you can see what might be behind door number 16 on our Usborne Advent Calendar. Till next time, bye-bye.